Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to Judges number 2. We see a couple things going on here. We see Joshua has finally passed. So they went ahead and buried him in his land, in his homeland, in his inheritance. And we see Israel going on. All the elders that were with Joshua, they have passed on as well. And we see Israel now, generation after generation, a couple of generations pass here, where they do not know the Lord. They do not serve the Lord. They didn't see all the miraculous things that the Lord has done for them. And how do they respond? Well, they start going over to the gods of the world. And we see this here as we see Israel's disobedience. We see Israel's unfaithfulness here. And I'm going to take a look at the verses 21, 22, and 23. It says, I also will no longer drive out before them any of the nations which Joshua left when he died. This is God speaking. So that through them I may test Israel, whether they will keep the ways of the Lord, to walk in them as their fathers kept them, or not. Therefore the Lord left those nations without driving them out immediately, nor did he deliver them into the hand of Joshua. And those nations that they're talking about are the people who worship other gods. He left them there because Israel started worshiping those other gods. And I think the life application lesson for us here is, if we say that we are Christian and we say that we are God's, but yet we still continue to put up something in between God and yourself, then we really still have other gods before him. We really do. And it can be anything. I mean, it can be Facebook. It can be work. It can be family. It doesn't have to be anything that we consider evil, like drugs or alcohol, pornography. It doesn't have to be anything like that. But anything that you put between you and God is an idol. And we see Israel here. They go ahead and they start worshiping and even bowing down to these other idols. And what is God's response? He gets angry. He gets hot. I mean, hot. That is God's natural response to sin, is fire. It's his natural response to it. And what does he do? He says, fine. I'm done. Go ahead. This will be a thorn in your side. Just as he says back here in verse number 3. He says, this will be a thorn in your side. You deal with it. And so he leaves them over to see what they'll do. Now, I believe that God already knew the answer, but the people didn't. And sometimes God, even though he knows the answer, he will leave that there. He will let you go and destroy yourself if you keep choosing something else over him. So please, ask him to search your heart. Ask him, say, Lord, please reveal to me if there is anything between you and I. Reveal to me if there is something that even unknowingly I continue to put before you. Would you please reveal it to me? And when he does, if there is anything in your heart, when he does, you have a responsibility now to cut that out and make Lord Jesus God of your life again. Have a super, super day. I love you all.